Hi guys, how you all doing? You're welcome back again to my channel. I just want to give you guys an update with what has been happening to me. Before I start, I would like to say I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing my experience on carpal tunnel syndrome. Somebody was asking me what carpal tunnel syndrome is. I'm so sorry I didn't elaborate it well the last time I made a video on it. I'll try and explain it as simply as I can this time around. I'll try and explain it the way my doctor explained it to me, and also from what I read from the internet about carpal tunnel syndrome. Yeah, carpal tunnel syndrome is a pain, a pressure on the median nerve. Median nerve is located here. Yeah, yes. It's so common. It's a common condition that causes numbness, tingling, and pain in the hand and forearm. Yeah. So I've had carpal tunnel syndrome for 4 years. Yes, I've been in pain every time I go to bed and while sleeping. I've tried medications, I've tried some exercises, I've tried some remedy, but this time around no remedy worked. Yeah, this time around nothing worked. The only thing that gave me relief was the only thing that gave me relief was wearing hand braces while I sleep. I always wear it every night. That was the only thing that gave me relief. But it got to a point, my doctor said that it's gone so bad that very soon I might lose sensitivity in my palms. So I had to rush and do the surgery. This is how I was sleeping every night. Yeah, I've been wearing braces each night when I go to bed. It's the only thing that gave me relief. Medications, massagings didn't work. Yeah, supplements like magnesium, calcium didn't also work. Exercises worked. I was trying some exercises. It worked for some time, but it stopped working over time. So my doctor suggested surgery. He said that it has gone so bad and that I'm approaching losing sensitivity on my palms. So I had to rush, I had to have the surgery done, and I tell you, it's now bliss for me. It's now bliss when I sleep, no pain. Actually, I regretted not doing the surgery since I've had carpal tunnel syndrome for 4 years. Yeah. So I've had the surgery done. I sleep well now at night. So everything went well. I didn't get to spend much time at the hospital. So here am I at the hospital. I didn't get to spend much time at the hospital. The surgery itself took like 15 minutes. I got to the hospital by 11:30 a.m. though my appointment was 1:30 p.m. Yeah, I got there early because the doctor's secretary called me a week earlier and told me to be there earlier so as to be done with the paperwork before I meet with the doctor. Prior to the day of the surgery, like a week before, they've sent me a more than 10-page paper to sign. I mean the surgery consent paper stuff, and also a prescription of a pain relief medication I'll be using after the surgery. Here am I waiting at the reception hall after I've had the paperwork stuff done. I was directed to go upstairs to the operating area or operating section. Then after some minutes, a nurse came and took me to a room. She did their normal procedures like taking my COVID test, results, which I did 48 hours earlier, because without it they are not going to do the surgery. Yeah, after that she brought the usual theater regalia. I'm now wearing the theater regalia. Yeah, as you can see, my stomach is already protruding. I'm 12 weeks and some days gone in my pregnancy. A little after, a nurse came and wheeled me into the theater. I was kind of scared and shivering and tense, yes, because crazy thoughts were running around my head. I was like, what if something goes wrong? What if the doctor made a mistake and hit one nerve like that? And I will lose the use of my hand completely. Yeah, don't mind me. My imagination do run wide sometimes. So
2,000 years later.
they didn't allow me enter the theater with the camera. So this is me after the surgery. Don't mind me, the surgery itself actually lasted for 15 minutes. But I spent like 45 minutes in the theater. You know the usual protocols they usually do inside there. Yeah, they did their thing, gave me anesthesia. The only time I felt pain was when they were giving me the anesthesia. When they pricked me with the needle, and that was it. I didn't feel any other pain. They covered the part where they will be doing the surgery with a thick cloth. The cloth was so thick cause there was a time I was trying to peep and see if I can see what they were doing. That's me. I'm the curious and the inquisitive type. Yeah, the surgery went well. After like around 10 minutes after the surgery, a nurse came in to check my blood pressure. Thankfully, when the pain block reduced, the anesthesia weared off, I was thinking that I would be in a lot of pain, and I was praying for the pain to be bearable so as to take lesser dosage of painkillers that were prescribed. Yeah, because I wasn't really comfortable to take them because of I was pregnant. So I was praying and wishing the pain won't be much so that I would take half of the dose of the medication prescribed to me. But alas, I didn't even feel any pain. And I kept wondering, is this God? Is this how God answered prayers? Or is it that my pain tolerance is high? Yeah, come to think of it, I didn't take any analgesics after the surgery and after the when the anesthesia weared off. If it's French people, they will say it's bizarre. Yeah, it's strange, right? So I decided to go for this surgery before I'm due for delivery because after I delivered my first baby, the pain multiplied by 100. Though immediately after the surgery, it was not really easy trying to do things with only one hand. But thankfully, I had food and vegetables prepared and washed and cut and stored in the refrigerator. So it will be easy for me. So I tried my best to organize the food aspect before the surgery, especially because I don't have any help in the house, though my husband has been helping. So if you intend going for carpal tunnel syndrome, Be sure to organize the food aspect unless if you have help in the house. So while the stitches was on, thankfully my clingy almost 2-year-old baby is going to crèche from Monday to Friday. I don't get to carry her often. My husband picks her up from the crèche each time he's coming back from work. And when he comes back, he bathes her and give her food. And off to bed she goes. Yeah, because I believe she's tired because of the running around and playing around with the other kids her age. So it makes her tired and she can't just wait to sleep. Yeah, I'm so happy I had the surgery done because to me it's a life-changing surgery. Oh, I really thank God for the doctors and nurses. I wonder what life would have been without them. The pain I was getting from the cramping when I was experiencing carpal tunnel syndrome, ah, it was really unbearable. It was really unbearable. I got the hand braces. I sleep sitting up. I mean, I sleep in the night on a chair because if I then sleep on a bed, I will wake up in the middle of the night crying. So that's it on my experience with carpal tunnel syndrome and how the surgery went. So if you're contemplating, if you had carpal tunnel syndrome and you're contemplating going for surgery, or maybe you're scared, I just want to tell you that it's not a big deal. It's nothing to be scared about. So that's it for today's video, guys. See you some other time. Bye.